Ladies and gentlemen, a federal judge has just rightfully, legally, and constitutionally and lawfully dismissed charges that the illegal, unlawful Attorney General Pam Bondi and the unlawful, illegal, and unconstitutional FBI director, both criminals, have brought against a man who they claim, even though there's no evidence, that he is an MS-13 leader. Let's take a look at this new reporting by CBS. Headline: Judge dismisses charges against man accused of being an MS-13 leader by Attorney General, FBI Director. And ladies and gentlemen, that article reads: Senior U.S. District Judge Claude M. Hilton, on Wednesday dismissed criminal charges against Henrry Villatoro Santos, a Virginia man accused of being a regional leader of the violent gang MS-13, clearing the way for expedited deportation proceedings. Earlier this month, the Justice Department asked the court to drop the charges, indicating the government planned to deport Villatoro Santos, a U.S. Marshal from the Fugitive Task Force, was in the courtroom, suggesting Villatoro Santos could be transferred into immigration custody after the hearing. Quote, "They're likely to take him very quickly," unquote. Villatoro Santos defense attorney Mohammed El-Sayed said after the hearing. Villatoro Santos' arrest was announced last month in a nationally televised news conference featuring Attorney General Pam Bondi, who alleged he was the, quote, East Coast leader, unquote, of the MS-13 transnational gang. He was accused of unspecified violent crimes and being, helping to lead the gang's criminal attacks across the country. But as the Justice Department has pursued the dismissal of charges against Villatoro, it has not publicly tied him to any acts of violence. His attorneys have repeatedly questioned the nature of the proceedings. Quote, "This is an unusual case," unquote, El-Sayed said in court, emphasizing that it was up to the court, quote, "to determine whether the motion was made in good faith," unquote. He argued that the Justice Department had provided, quote, no explanation whatsoever, unquote, for withdrawing the charges, and questioned the lack of clarity regarding what legal quote there will likely be additional proceedings, unquote, Villatoro said after the hearing. Villatoro Santos was facing a federal felony gun possession charge in Virginia, charging documents in his criminal case made only a fleeting reference to MS-13. An immigration officer's affidavit said, quote, FBI agents and FTOs also observed indica of MS-13 association in the garage bedroom, unquote, of Villatoro Santos's home. Villatoro Santos's attorney accused the Justice Department of misusing Rule 48, the procedural tool used to dismiss the indictment, arguing it amounted to an attempt to bypass due process protections, unquote. They want to deport him without without due process, unquote. El-Sayed said, referencing statements by Bondi and criticizing the lack of input from the Department of Homeland Security. Quote, the court has to dig deeper than just the basic motion, unquote, El-Sayed argued, alleging, quote, prosecutorial harassment and drawing parallels to the other political sensitive case dismissals, including that of New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Quote, the DOJ did not seek to remove this case without knowing what's coming next, unquote, El-Sayed said, warning of a potential, quote, unlawful deportation, unquote, and citing past instances when the administration had, quote, defied court orders in deportation cases. Government attorneys countered that the defense had already delayed the case beyond its initial request, arguing, quote, the defendant cannot continue to tread water on the criminal docket, unquote. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this legal breaking reporting. If you did enjoy this legal breaking reporting, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and enjoy firstly. Secondly, if you would like to make sure you stay up to date on all the things legal breaking reporting on the side of politics, please hit the bell icon and click the notifications option. It does not cost anything. It is completely free. Thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, if you would also like to stay up to date on all the things legal breaking reporting on the side of politics, please follow me on my social medias that'll be linked down below. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, Threads, as well as TikTok. There I will be posting when I uploaded brand new legal breaking news analysis videos on the side of politics to the YouTube channel. Fourthly, ladies and gentlemen, please help me reach and achieve the goal of 160 plus subscribers. The reason why I'm saying 160 plus subscribers is because right after we reach and achieve the goal of 160 subscribers, we have more subscribers to reach and achieve right after we reach and achieve the goal of 160 subscribers. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, please stay positive, stay safe, and know that justice eventually will prevail despite Donald Trump and his illegal regime's unconstitutional, illegal executive actions behaviors.